What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be doing a back workout. We're going a little old school on you today. A lot of you guys have been asking for some more fitness videos, more workout videos. So since I switched gyms, I wanted to bring you a brand new back workout. Now, as most of you guys have known, I did add a second back day during my bulk. And so what you're seeing here is actually during my cut, I have kind of cut one of them out. So I'm just kind of doing about every 5 or 6 days I'll hit back. One day I'll do a pull down day. The other day I'll do more of a row centric day. This day is obviously more of a row centric day. But later on in the video, when I start to really get pumped up, get my cutoff on, you can really see the difference. My back, since I've cut down, you can see just a tremendous advantage for me doing 2 back days. So if you're having a little bit of trouble developing your back and you just feel like, you know, maybe I've got the width but I don't have the thickness, or I've got the thickness, I just don't have the width, maybe add in that second day so that you can almost focus on one over the other while you're at the gym. The biggest thing that I've found with that second back day is just the overall size. It also helped me develop a little bit more cut in the middle of my back, and because my width was never a problem, it was always the thickness and always the cuts of, like, you know, the top of my my rear delts, my rhomboids, all that stuff in the back, the bottom of my traps, getting all those lines to kind of make to kind of pop out a little bit, to get that bubbly effect in the back. When you see some of the great bodybuilders who have graced the stage, you'll notice their back just looks like bubble wrap in the back. I mean, it's just disgusting, all the bumps and muscles and veins and everything else. And obviously, since I've been doing this cut, I've really been able to notice my back especially has just gotten shredded. And I believe, honestly, it's from the volume I've placed on my back. I don't do a lot of heavy weight. Pretty much I always start out with a compound movement. So as you see, no matter what workout I'm doing, I always do the pull downs, wide grip pull downs first, whether I'm doing a pull down day or a row day. I always do those mainly just to stretch out my lats. I do those, and then typically I'll do a little bit of you know, bent over, just, you know, chest pullovers, or, you know, rope pullovers, just to kind of work on my serratus. Today I didn't do it because I did it the last 3 weeks, so I gave my serratus a break during this workout. But that's typically my 2 main staples in my back warm-up day, no matter what day I'm doing, just to kind of get the whole back loose, get it ready, get it primed, and then go through the workout in my head of what I'm going to do, what I'm going to be trying to accomplish that day. So obviously you saw the wide grip pull downs. Now what you're seeing is the bent over barbell rows. You'll see a lot of guys go really heavy with this exercise. And I tend not to. I don't really go above 185 pounds. And the reason being is because I like to be bent over quite a bit. Now, the angle of this camera doesn't really show you, but I'm bent practically 90 degrees for the first couple sets. Obviously, the latter set, I'm doing a little bit more weight, so I'm not quite as bent over, a little bit more of a jerk motion. But again, I always start out with that compound movement, a little bit heavier movement, just to get that testosterone released into my system, to get my blood flowing, and to get my heavier exercise out of the way, get my blood pumping, my blood flowing. And then after that, I go into more of a detail mode, and I really start to kind of work on different parts of my back that I'm really trying to work on for the day. So today, again, mainly a lot of rows. So you can see here, I'm really trying to pull up mid-stomach and try to stay bent over as far as I can, and really kind of contract my back together. And then I moved into some cable rows. These are probably my favorites, guys. And I do about 5 to 7 sets of everything that you see here. I only include a couple sets. But these are a detail exercise, guys. I do not go heavy at all on these. If I can do 12 to 15 reps, you know, by the time I hit that 12th rep, I should be struggling. If I can get to 15, I move the weight up. If I can't get to, you know, 12, I move the weight down. And I try to stay between that 12 and 14 and 15 while still going to failure, because I really feel like this just helps kind of etch my back out. Like I was talking about in the beginning of the video, if you see right here, you'll start to really notice the interior parts of my back really starting to show separation and definition. I should have actually taken a picture of my back without my shirt on at this point, because I was pumped during this workout. My back just felt phenomenal. Again, the cut always helps bring out definition in your back, but as you can see, I'm really starting to get that bubble effect in the top of my back. And when I did my last show, that was really my main weakness. I had great legs, great chest, great abs, great arms, great shoulders, but my back was just, the width was fine, but my lower lats, my width of my lower lats sucked, and then the thickness and that bubble factor in the upper part of my back was really, really lacking. So those are my two huge work points that I saw in myself from the last time that I stepped on stage until now that I've been really trying to work on. And so that's why I've incorporated exercises like these. They're very, very good. The next exercise, just like I was talking about, what I wanted to do was really etch out my lower lats, get my lower lats a little bit of work. So as you can see, I'm actually standing up on this row machine. Okay, it's a plate-loaded row, which I really love this machine. It's got 3 different handles, so you can really etch out different parts of your back. But what I'm doing here is I'm standing up, so I'm actually bringing my hands all the way into my hips. And what this is going to do, I actually saw Charles Glass doing this with Phil Heath. And the reasoning behind it was it's going to really accentuate that lower lat, that Christmas tree, and really try to build that sweep coming down into your waist. Because remember, it's all about the X factor. You want the big wide shoulders, the tiny waist, and the great big quads. It gives the illusion of being bigger than you actually are. Remember, guys, in these videos, I'm only 5'9". I'm only sitting about 205 pounds. So I'm getting pretty lean. The problem is I'm trying to keep as much strength. It's taken me about 4 months to drop this weight, but my strength has actually increased. I'll go into that a little bit later in another video. But I really, really love this machine. It really helps me bring out my lower lats, and that's really my next key point of work is I always want to try to work this. But as you can see, that bubble factor, again, really showing nicely here in my upper back. Even when I'm working my lower lats, you can really start to see the definition start to come out. And then at the end of this workout, I actually went through, I did about 4 or 5 sets of this, and then I actually switched up the handles, as you'll see on the last set, and I did about 3 or 4 sets with the other handles to really kind of work my mid to upper back again, because my mid back, again, I never really hit in this workout, so I finished off with some mid back rows. And then again, the next time I go do back, I'll do a lot more pull down, so close grip, wide grip, reverse grip, pull ups, you know, and then I'll work my serratus because I didn't do that in the last video. But this is how I've been rotating my back, and as you can see, guys, like right there, like I've made significant improvement in my back. I'm very, very proud of the work that I've done, and it's nice to see that, you know, when you test a theory and then you cut down and the theory works, it's one of the most incredible feelings ever to know that, okay, well, you know, I thought that this would work if I did this, I did research, and this is what worked for these guys, and it worked for me. So if you guys are looking to gain some thickness and some bubble factor in your back, here's a good back workout for you. Hope you guys like this one, and as always, see you in the next one.